Good morning. Today,
Good
the
morning.
Department of Mathematics and Aeronautics Engineering Department conducting the webinar on overview of intellectual property of property rights for engineers with the support of our DSE management principal sir, our HODs of both the Department of Mathematics and as well as Aeronautics Department. Of course, my colleagues of both the department. And this event we are conducting as a part of Institutional Innovation Council and DSE IQAC program. For this webinar, it's my pleasure to welcome you all. So now, without wasting the time, I am requesting our HOD Dr. Radhaputta Madam to introduce our today speaker for this webinar. Madam. Radhama. Yes.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, madam. Yes,
Yeah,
madam.
yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good morning to you, sir, Ramurthy, sir.
Okay, thank you.
On behalf of the management of the Anand Sagar College of Engineering, I extend a hearty welcome to you in this online platform webinar on importance of intellectual property rights for engineers. Very good morning to all the students also. And it has been actually my privilege to introduce today's speaker, Dr. S. Ramamurthy, Senior Advisor, Origin IP Solutions, LLP, Bangalore. I have been associated with him for more than 10 years, and it was always a pleasure talking to you, sir, and being in touch with you always. And once again, after so many years, I have got the privilege to invite you to our college for this talk. I would like to introduce Professor Ramamurthy. He did his BSc in Science and Mathematics and his B in Mechanical Engineering, a right blend, I think, to talk to the students today. He has the background of mathematics, science, as well as mechanical engineering. He did his ME in Machine Design and PhD from IIT Chennai. He has done advanced training on courses on intellectual property rights from Management School, Manchester, UK, WIPO, and law firm Messrs. SLW USA. He is an inventor with the patents, two from India, one from USA, one from Japan, and one European patent. At present, he is the senior advisor, Origin IP Solutions LLP, Bangalore, and earlier he has served the society in various capacities. Like he was professor and head of IPR for 7 years with Center for Emerging Technologies, Jain University, Bangalore. And there he filed 24 patents for Jain University. He is also a patent specialist for past 6 years with Messrs. Intellivate, specialized in patent analysis and prior art search. He retired as a principal scientist after serving for 30 years at National Aerospace Laboratory, CSIR, Bangalore. He was also a visiting professor at IISc, uh, where he gave a course on intellectual property rights to industry and academia for 13 years. He is also a guide to graduate, postgraduate, and many PhD students. He's been a life member of Aeronautical Society of India. He is an expert panel member for Indian Patent Office, New Delhi, and Vishveshwaraya Trade Promotion Center, Karnataka. He's the scientific advisor there. He's a mentor to many startup companies on IPR issues. He's delivered 190 lectures on various aspects of IPR to industries as well as to academia. He has served several technical competitions at engineering colleges and industries at national level as jury member. He has visited many research organizations abroad, like in Perth, Melbourne, Singapore, Minneapolis, USA, Cologne, Germany, for business trips as well as conferences. This is just a brief resume that I'm speaking about him. Sir, it is a privilege to have you today with us on this one-day webinar. We welcome you once again, and I request you to take over the webinar.
Thank you, Dr. Radha Gupta, for introducing me to the audience. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Radha Gupta. And also I thank the HOD of Aeronautical Department of DSC for giving me an opportunity to share some of the knowledge acquired over years. So today the topic is the intellectual property rights, and some of them, some of you may be knowing it, and some of you may be a revision for you. Now I will just talk about what the invention is, how the invention can be protected by intellectual property rights. And nowadays everybody has started working from home. So we always start with Ganesha, and I think he is also working from home. Now, when will the invention happens? Wherever there is a problem, you want to solve it. That is why we say the necessity is the mother of invention. See, now here you can see the necessity of having a mask along with the spectacles. That problem is solved by having a button. I'll be showing a lot of examples just to make you understand what the invention is, how the problems are solved using the inventions. Now, another problem here is the pollution. Because of this pollution, and also social distancing, this is how it can be done. So this is done by a milk vendor who is giving the milk from a distance. Now also, hair cutting was a problem during this season because of Corona. Now this is a unique way of doing it. Now, before we go, we should understand what is creativity, what is invention, and what is innovation. Creativity is thinking up of new things. Whenever there is a problem, you should find a solution which is creative. Invention shows it can be made in a unique way, and invention must be unique, novel, and useful. Then only it is called invention. And innovation is making it commercially valuable. That means when you start with creativity, then invention happens, then the innovation. Innovation means it is making it commercially viable. Creativity means thinking outside the box. It is something different from normal thinking. So you should find out the solutions for problems in a different way. So creativity is the act of turning new and imaginative ideas into realities. Invention is creation of new ideas or concept to solve the problem. Innovation is turning new concept into commercial success. So when we start with idea, from idea to invention, invention to innovation, it happens. Now, just to go more information on invention. Invention is unique solution to problems. Invention may be an improvement upon a machine or a product or a new process. See, there are two types of invention. One is the improvement of the earlier inventions. The second is the breakthrough invention, like electricity or penicillin. So any breakthrough invention is different, and improvement of the earlier invention is also called invention. I will give you some examples of the inventions. Now, recently you can see the tower to remove the environment pollution. Recently, you must have seen in Delhi, there is maximum pollution, but in the Netherlands, they have found out a solution for that. They have made a tower of 23 feet that removes ultrafine particles from the air using a patented ion technology. This is from the Delft University, Netherlands. And similarly, nowadays, I think the aeronautic people, aeronautic students must be aware of this. In NASA, there is a lot of research going on aircrafts, and particularly supersonic aircrafts. See, in supersonic aircrafts, as all of you know, there is a problem of a sonic boom because this is formed due to the shock waves. So this is the shape of a new aircraft in NASA, and the shape itself will bring down the noise level. How it is done is, there is a 97-foot long experimental plane and will fly faster than sound with a lesser sound. Typical supersonic aircraft create a sonic boom when shock waves from the nose and tail merge. And this model of X-59 distinctive shape, those two ripples never do that, so that the resulting sound is more like faraway thunder or dull thump. That means by this shape, we are reducing the noise by preventing the shock to meet. Similarly, you must have seen what graphene is. Graphene is a new material. Okay, it is what is graphene? I'll tell you. Graphene is world's strongest material. It is a thin sheet of carbon atoms arranged in honeycomb-like pattern. It is considered to be the world's thinnest but strongest and most conductive material both in electricity and heat. Graphene has potential to revolutionize entire industries in the field of electricity, conductivity, energy generation, and batteries. So these are the many applications you can see of the graphene material. Similarly, one more very interesting invention is levitating desk lamp. So it's a wireless light bulb floating in the air above a small wooden box, and this wooden box contains magnet, and due to electromagnetic induction you will find the light burning. Similarly, self-washing jeans. It's a cotton that destains and deodorizes itself in contact with sunlight. The cloth is covered by special titanium dioxide coating which breaks down dirt and stains when exposed to sunlight. People wearing this jeans pant, and this is very easy, you need not worry about washing, you just put it in the sunlight, it gets cleaned. And similarly, biomimicry inventions. Biomimicry means you are copying the design from the nature. Say, for example, the whale has got a particular type of surface. So Toronto Boost Company Whale Power has come up with a revolutionary blade design that has been shown to increase the annual electrical production by 20% while reducing the noise. So on the right side, you can see the shape of a blade of a windmill, and this design has been copied from the animal, and that is why it is called biomimicry invention. And you will be saving the electrical, it is shown to annual electrical production by 20%, and at the same time it reduces the noise. Similarly, another biomimic breakthrough is Velcro. I think most of you may have seen in your shoes or belt or wherever it is. It has come from a plant which is having a small spikes, and the concept from there it has been used to make this Velcro. Burrs that come off of certain plants stick to clothing and animal fur, and it's very annoying. But this has been, there is one scientist called Mestral carefully studied how the plant stuck so well to things and hooks to sticking to clothes. So Mestral created Velcro, and a trademark was registered as Velcro in 1958. This is one of the very recent inventions. One doctor invented a 50 rupees device to give throat cancer patients their voice again. Initially, such devices were costing maybe $100 or $200. And this doctor has done a very simple device. And Dr. Vishal Rao, a Bangalore-based oncologist, has developed a voice prosthesis. It can help throat cancer patients speak after surgery. This is a very good invention, and this was been patented by me, by our company for Dr. Vishal Rao. And coming to invention and innovations, you know, the wheel was invented so many years back, and you can see so much of improvement, and that is called innovation. And finally, nowadays you can see the tires, even tubeless tires are coming to a picture now. So tubeless tires, you can see, is an innovation over the earlier designs of the tires. Similarly, you can see a T-shirt with some electrical connections. So it is the X-ray vision of T-shirt. Inner working of the human body can be seen in your mobile if you connect to the T-shirt. This is also a recent invention. Similarly, the coaster that can charge your telephone. I think this is very useful to all the people. When you are taking a cool drink also you can charge. When you are taking a hot cup of tea or coffee also you can charge. So you can turn this unit and then you can start charging. So innovation, it's a combination of what is desirable to users, what is possible with the technology, and what is viable in the marketplace. So there is a statement telling all the inventions are innovations and are patentable, but all the innovations are not patentable inventions. Invention is the first occurrence of an idea for a new product or a process. Innovation is the first commercialization. I told you all the innovations are not patentable. The most best example is Jugaad. Jugaad is a simple technology which people use it in India for finding practical solutions when there is a problem. See, for example, the people carrying the load on the head, it can be reduced to 50% on the shoulders by using this unit. This unit got a price. It's a simple bamboo support, and using this, the load can be shifted to your shoulders so that you won't get your head will be, the load on the head comes down. I think this is a very good innovation in daily life. You know, you will get tears while cutting the onions, and you can see how innovative it is. And similarly, nowadays during Corona period, people cannot go for a walk or anything like that. You can do exercise in the house. At the same time, connect a washing machine to your cycling exercise unit. So you can not only have exercise but also wash your clothes. These are simple innovations in life. Leg-powered washing machine. Now this is another way of making chapati. Now, having understood what the invention is, what the innovation is, now let us try to understand how the inventions are protected. Inventions are nothing but property. See, there are two types of properties. One is called tangible property, that includes your furniture, car, etc. And another is intangible property, that describes something which a person or organization can save, can have ownership, and can transfer ownership to another person. So intellectual property is an intangible property. That means you can't see it, it is in your mind, but how it is protected, that's what we are going to learn now. So intangible property is the property of mind. So just to say what is intangible is an intangible. Your tangible assets is cash, furniture, plants, vehicles, etc. Intangible is patents, logos, copyright, brand value, softwares, etc. Now, what are intellectual property rights? What do you mean by that? This is also called IPR. When someone comes up with a new process or a new product or a new invention or new design that is likely to bring them money, there are people who get tempted to steal or copy the idea. See, how do you prevent people from copying your idea? That's where the intellectual property rights come to picture. Now, intellectual property means there are intellectual property rights, there are different tools. It is not only the patents. There are 7 types of intellectual property. See, it is patents, trademarks, copyrights, designs, IC layouts, geographical indications, and plant varieties. In addition to that, it is also called as trade secrets. So when you have an invention, how do you protect it? By one of these things. Or you don't want to go through the intellectual property. Yes.
Sir, your slide
Yes.
little bit late. It will be visible late. And now it came. Now it came. Continue. Continue.
Now it shows, is it not?
Yes,
Okay.
continue.
It's clear? Okay. Now you can see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, a
Yes,
single
sir.
product, I can see that. Okay, right. See, a single product can be protected by different types of intellectual property rights. See, for example, this particular bottle, okay, it is protected by design patent by its shape, and trademark by a logo, and scotch by geographical indicator, and composition by a patent or a trade secret. So process of making is patent or a trade secret. Now we will understand each one of them in detail. Now, what's this copyright? What do you mean by copyright? A copyright gives the creator original exclusive rights and may apply to a wide range of creative and expression of ideas. See, for example, your software which you develop, it comes under copyright. If you create a music, it comes under copyright. Any literary work or even technical paper, it comes under copyright. Patent means a patent grants an inventor exclusive rights to use, sell, and import an invention for a limited period. That means if you want to protect your invention, protected by a patent, and its life is 20 years. Whereas copyright, the life is 60 years plus remaining life of yours. Similarly, another way of protecting your invention is by a trademark. A trademark is a recognizable, it may be a sign, it may be a design or expression which includes products or services. For example, each one of you will be having some trademark other. You may be having Nike shoes, you may be having a Titan watch, you may be having all branded shirts or pants. So all these things come under trademark. Trade secret means, it's a trade secret is applied for a formula, practice, process, design, instrument, etc. See, for example, I will give you some more examples. The Coca-Cola, which you have tasted, is a trade secret. Nobody knows how to make it. Only 3 people know it. And it is not patented, but it is kept as a trade secret. Design means here it is what I refer is the industrial design. It protects only the shape or configuration of an object. For example, a Fiat car looks different from an Audi car. So that is called, it protects only the shape. Geographical indication is the name of certain products for a specific geographical location. The examples are Mysore silk, Dharwad Peda, and etc. I will deal with later. And IC layout is layout designs in the integrated circuits. Now let us come back to some trade examples for trade secrets. A trade secret is a set of intellectual property held by owner of an undisclosed information of value. These may include methods, process, data, not disclosed in the public. So how do you protect the trade secret? Your trade secret can be written on a sheet of paper and kept in a locker in a bank. So that's how you can protect it. But you should not disclose to anybody. But you can make money out of it, but people cannot do re-engineering. For example, Coca-Cola, if you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, and if you start doing re-engineering to find out what it is made of in the lab, you may not succeed. Another example of trade secret is a medicine for asthma patients. There is a fish medicine. A medicine along with fish is put inside the mouth of a patient, and they have to swallow it. And nobody knows what is the medicine inside. This also a trade secret. Similarly, KFC chicken. KFC chicken has got a trade secret, and also McDonald's sauce. That's also a type of trade secret. And what is trademark? You must have seen, if you buy any electronic item or any gadget in a mall, you can see either TM or R. TM means a trademark already applied for it. R in a circle shows it has been granted by the government. So a trademark is a set of intellectual property rights granted to identify the source of good. A trademark may be a logo, word, phrase, are typically established by a combination of the mark in commerce and registering the mark. If trademarks are registered or established, others cannot copy it. Now I'll give some more examples of trademarks. Starbucks, Apple, I think you know about what this Apple is, Skoda car, all these things. By looking at the symbol, you know what the product is. And the last one is also, you know, is also Microsoft. And there is one called trade dress. Trade dress means it is a way of packing. For example, the Hershey chocolate has been packed in a particular way and advertised in a particular way. For example, this chocolate has been advertised by removing a small wrapper. The same concept was used by a sofa maker, and they say it is called trademark infringement. For this, the chocolate company objected to the sofa manufacturer, telling you are copying my idea of advertisement. So this is called trade dress dilution. One is not supposed to copy others. And similarly, trademark infringement, sometime back, people started telling Google mineral water. It's a duplicate one done by somebody, and Google came to know it and objected to that, because Google is not making manufacturing water. This is mineral water. This is called infringement. Infringement is a legal word used for copying others' trademarks. And copyright means it protects the expression of ideas but not ideas. For example, if you write a mathematical equation, nth order differential equation, and it cannot be protected under copyright, but if you write a computer program or a software which solves this equation, then it can be protected by a copyright. So that is why it is called expression of ideas are protected by copyright. Similarly, methods of operation, algorithms, mathematical concepts cannot be copyrighted. See, the method of doing art operation cannot be copyrighted. Similarly, algorithms cannot be copyrighted. So copyright covers all these things: music, softwares, photographs, recordings, poetry, movies. They are all protected. And who owns the copyright of Mahabharata? I think most of you know Mahabharata is written by Lord Ganesha when the Vedavyas Maharshi dictated. The question is, who is the copyright owner of this? So the copyright owner means the person who has created originally. So Vedavyasa is the person who should own the copyrights. Criteria for award of copyright. See, whenever you develop a software or write a book, you should protect it by copyright. How do you protect it? There are two conditions. The one is it should be original. Originality meaning that the work goes to origin to the author. Originality is different from novelty. An author of the work need not be the first to articulate the ideas or create the work. For example, a book on mathematics can be written by so many people. Even the person who writes the book owns the copyright. Reduction into tangible form. That means for a work to be protected, it must be written, drawn, painted, or typed, or it should be in USB. That means the original work should be stored in one of these formats. In that condition, if these two conditions are satisfied, one can get a copyright. Normally, copyrighted is written like C in a circle. You must have seen in most of the books. And what is the term? Published literary work, etc. Cinematography, musical work, artistic work. Lifetime of author plus 60 years after the death of the author is the lifetime of the copyright. Broadcast production, reproduction rights is 25 years. Performance right is 50 years. What do you mean by copyright infringement? An unauthorized act of imitation of original work. Copyright owner can take legal action. See, what are the remedies? For example, if you have written a book or if you have taken a copyright on your software, if somebody copies it and makes money, then you can go to court. You will get 3 types of remedies. That means injunctions means it's a stay order given to stop the production. And also the damages, that means if you have incurred loss because he is copying and making money, that shall also be paid to you and freeze accounts. Civil as well as criminal offense. So copyright infringement is civil as well as criminal offense. So if you, for example, people make sound recordings of their music, and if somebody copies that, so either they can be imprisoned or they fined also. There is a famous court case. I think any of you know about this. See, this animal is called Naruto. It's a monkey. You may be wondering what monkey is doing here. See what happened. One of the photographers went to forest and he was taking photographs of monkeys. He left the camera there. And he left it in the selfie mode. So one of these monkeys came and pressed that button, and it got a very good photograph. And this photographer wanted to make money by showing this selfie of a monkey. Then there is one organization called PETA, that is about the animals. That organization takes care of the animals. They said you cannot take money, you cannot make money, and you cannot be the copyright owner. So copyright belongs to the monkey. They started arguing. PETA said copyright belongs to the monkey. But photograph was taken by monkey. So later on it went to the court, and the photographer was named was David Slater. And PETA means People for the Ethnic Treatment of Animals. They filed a lawsuit on behalf of monkeys against the photographer because he was making a lot of money using this photograph. Then finally in September 2017, judges in the US deemed the monkey was ineligible to hold copyright over the image. The reason is the copyright laws applies to human beings and not monkeys. So the court said the copyright belongs to the photographer. But it didn't stop there. PETA people, they wanted some compensation from the photographer. I think he has paid for that. Another important concept is the plagiarism. The act of presenting another work or ideas as your own. These students must be knowing it, and your college also, they must be knowing it. People who are giving the MTech reports or BTech reports or PhD reports, it has to go through the plagiarism check. There is a lot of plagiarism in movies. Bollywood's Rapta and Telugu film Magdhaira, there is a copyright infringement. You can see similarities in the photographs you cannot say the same, but concept has been copied. Similarly, Mudmen and Dangal. Dangal's poster has striking similarities with poster of British television series Mudmen. Posters, even in posters also, see here, Ek Villain and Step Up, these two movies, you can see the similarities. So again, it's a case of plagiarism. Similarly, the recent one, Night and Day, there also, Hrithik Roshan and Katrina Kaif starrer Bang Bang is heavily copied from Night and Day, which features the Cruise and Cameron Diaz. These are all called infringement cases. Lot of cases are there in movies. There is one famous case. Ilayaraja sends S.P. Balasubramaniam legal notice for singing his songs sans permission. See, S.P. Balasubramaniam went to US for a trip and he was singing in different places his Ilayaraja's compositions. But Ilayaraja says he is making money by singing my compositions. So that's why he objected for it. And later on they settled themselves. And plagiarism means there are different types. Text plagiarism, image plagiarism, video plagiarism, and audio plagiarism. In academia and journalism, within academia, plagiarism by students, professors, or researchers is considered academic dishonesty. So one should be careful about that. I think you are aware of the software which is available to check the plagiarism when you make a report or anything like that. In journalism also, it is considered a breach of journalistic ethics. And for example, one news in the channel, they cannot copy as it is in the other channel unless they take permission. For example, cricket match will be directly broadcasted by one channel, and other channels cannot do it unless they take permission from this channel. And coming to industrial design, I said this design has nothing to do with any design of a machine or a circuit or anything like that. It protects only the shape, external shape of an object, ornamental or aesthetic aspect of an article. So it may consist of three-dimensional features such as shape or surface, or two-dimensional such as drawings. These are the examples of industrial designs. You can see the new type of chair, new type of a bus, new type of a necklace, cup and saucer, and perfume bottles. So perfumes of bottles, if you sell the perfumes in a plastic bag, nobody will buy it. But the same perfume is purchased, is put into an attractive bottle, it is sold. This is another way of industrial design helps in marketing the products. Some more examples. Industrial design refers to creative activity which result in the ornamental or formal appearance. Design right refers to novel or original design. And similarly, how do you attract the customers? See, for example, this is one way of handle of a door. This is more attractive than the normal one. And I am sure people will like this type of t-shirt. This is a design which attracts the customer. Similarly, in the product design also, this is a rocking chair. I think most of you may like it. So this is a product design, and it contains light also. You can sit and read. So these type of things are protected by industrial design. Similarly, the tail lamps or brake lights of different cars are different. One is different from Sandro, another is different from Maruti. There are a lot of infringement cases in this car brake lights. Industrial design. Industrial design, again, some more examples with this and iBangle. I don't know how many I have got this. It has got FM music in this. And similarly, in fashion design, we can have a lot of industrial design patents. Geographical indication, as I said, it's an indication which identifies agriculture, natural goods or manufactured goods. And there are so many examples of GIs like Scotch whiskey and Idaho nuts and then Kashmir carpets, and similarly Alfonso mango. All these things, the name of a place come into picture, and these products also, they are grown in a particular place, they have a particular type of taste. For example, basmati rice is grown in the border of India and Pakistan. The rice grown there has got a particular type of aroma, and that is why geographical indication is very important. So this registration is valid for 10 years. Here the ownership belongs to a particular association, not to the individual. Whereas other types of intellectual property, individual or company can have ownership. Here GI belongs to the state. For example, Mysore silk belongs to Karnataka state and also the Silk Owners Association. And similarly, there is one unique example of Coimbatore wet grinder. It has been recognized as a geographical indication by Government of India. It is not a patent, it is a geographical indication because this particular type of stone is available near Coimbatore, and that particular type of stone used will give better performance. And traditional knowledge. See, India has made a traditional knowledge digital library. So you know the famous case of basmati rice being patented by US people, and later on CSIR India, they made a traditional knowledge digital library where they have stored 500 formulations of Ayurveda, 500 formulations of Unani and Siddha. And also yoga postures by India. It was invented in India by thousands of years back. The US people wanted to take patent on that and make money. India fought for it by using this digital library, telling it's already there in the public domain and they cannot take patent. Now we started with idea. Ideas can be converted to inventions, and inventions can be protected by patents. I would say the patent is the strongest protection of an invention by putting a great wall around your invention. A patent means it's an exclusive right. Patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by government to a patentee for a limited period in exchange of disclosure of the invention. So if you write out in a particular format your invention, it is registered in a patent office, and after examination it can be granted. And what are the rights you have? A patent is a grant issued to the by the government for making, using, selling or offering for sale. So as I said, intellectual property is like any other property. A property, for example, if you have a site, you can sell it or lease it or rent it. Similarly, this property, intellectual property, can also be sold, it can be leased. And there are three important conditions to get a patent of an invention. As I said, all inventions cannot be patented, but inventions which are unique, that is novel and useful, are non-obvious. Non-obvious is also known as inventive step. That means there should be some technical advancement in your invention compared to earlier inventions. This is known as non-obviousness. So the three conditions are novel, useful and technical advancement. And it has got a monopoly of 20 years and granted for you get a patent for a process or a product or a new machine or a new composition. And patent is a combination of three concepts. It has got three aspects. One is technical, because the inventor has to make some technical advancement, and it is a business plan. That means it should make some money by making a patent. And law is also coming into picture. How to write the patent draft, how to protect it, that is given by law. So it is a combination of technical, business and then legal. So patents are protected by giving the applications in the patent office. The patent offices are in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Calcutta. Trademarks also, geographical indication, and also they can be registered in these offices. There is a patent, there is a database for patent literature. As I said, if you want to file a patent, it should be new. How do you say it is new? The invention should not have been done by anybody else. How do you find out? For that, there are databases of patent literature. A significant amount of scientific information is published in patents first, then comes the journals. Therefore, patents are an important source of information. They fortify protection of ideas and intellectual property rights. So, what do you mean by disclosure of the invention? You should see how to protect your invention. If you have an invention, you identify the title, write an abstract, and tell how it works and where it is filed. For example, if you want to protect in India, you file the patent application in India. If you want abroad, you have to file it abroad separately. Inventor is the person who invented it. For example, if you are making an invention in Dayanand Sagar College, you are called the inventor, but who owns it? The owner is the assignee, and you are assigned your rights to Dayanand Sagar College. So you are called the inventor, and the assignee is Dayanand Sagar College. So there are certain exemptions or certain things which you cannot patent it. Inventions which is frivolous or which claims anything contrary to established natural laws like C.V. Raman laws or Newton's laws, you cannot get a patent. Which is against the morality or injurious to public health, or mere discovery of scientific principles, method of applicability during manufacturing process, method of agriculture or horticulture, or even the method of doing operation on a patient cannot be patented, and any invention related to atomic energy also cannot be patented. So, one important aspect I would like to tell you, for making a patent, before you filing a patent of your invention, you should check up the prior art. Prior art means you have to find out anybody else has done this work. This is called prior art. All information that has been available in the public before your invention is called prior art. Sorry. It refers to all technology that is relevant to inventive concept and which is publicly available. So, sources of prior art are patent literature. Good disclosure, a patent literature gives you all the details. This is the literature of containing the details of all the inventions done by earlier inventors. At the same time, non-patent literature like research papers, journals, and product literature, all this also form the prior art. There are certain websites. It is moved out. There is one is USPTO, and another is Google Patents, and another is eSpaceNet. All those things, they give you the lot of information. And for Indian patent system, this is the link for Indian patent system, where you can find out what are the patents filed in a particular field. For example, if you are making a new design of an aircraft, and if you want to file a patent, you check up in this database whether anybody else has done it. If anybody has already done it, you cannot get a patent because you have to make an improvement over that. So by using this patent number search, field search, you can do all these things. This is very much required before you start filing a patent. And also how patent information is available, whether you do patent or not, you should study what others have done. Don't reinvent the wheel. For example, PhD students and people who are doing project work, they should find out anybody else has done this work. So this can be done by using this prior art search or patent information. Look for the technology that is available for licensing. And as I said, patents is a very good source of doing business. So if you have got a patent, it has got market value, you can license it and make money out of it. And also this is the only place where you can find out what your competitor is doing in the same field. For example, Reddy Laboratory is there, another Biocon is there. If they want to know what are the things they are doing, they won't tell each other, but they can find out from the patents they have filed what is the research going on. And also keep an eye on the trends in the technology. So by studying the patent literature, you can find out the trends in the technology. and also avoid infringing somebody else's patent. So if you make a new product and if you simply bring it into the market, later on you may get a legal notice telling I already got somebody has got a patent on that. So before you bring any new product into the market, check for patents is already existing on this type of device. By reading patent literature, you get inspiration and ideas, what people have done, and you can also get better ideas. I think some of you may be knowing who is Dr. Mashelkar. He was the Director General of CSIR, and he is the person who started this movement of patents some 15 years back. And now he says, patent, publish, and prosper. See, one important thing all the people should remember is, even the researchers, students, and also professors, before making any publication, please check whether it can be patented. That means first file a patent application, then go for publishing. The reason is, when once you publish it, you can't get a patent later because it becomes a public information when you publish it. So first file a patent application and then publish it and then prosper. Prosper means you make money out of it. And he also made a statement that we will not be just the beggars and borrowers of knowledge, we will be exporters of knowledge to the Western world. His idea is you make inventions, protect it, and then try to sell it to others than copying. See, in most of the cases previously, maybe 20 years back, our HAL had lot of technologies borrowed from other companies. Now HAL has made lot of patents. So we were only using the licensed technologies. So that is why he says you should make patents and then prosper. See, in research work, it is important to examine the invention from patentability angle. How do you know whether his invention is patentable or not? That is, check up whether it is novel. That means you make a literature patent survey and find out whether it is new or it's already there. Inventive step means your invention should have a better technical advancement and usefulness. Say, for example, you must have seen the old telephones about 15 years back, a big one, where you used to use your finger to ring. But now you have mobiles. So each improvement can be patented. Each feature can be patented. That is called inventive step. Any advance in the technical knowledge is called as the inventive step. So nobody should have done it, and it should have a technical advancement, and it should be useful. Then you can file a patent. So after examining, if the invention is patentable, first file a patent before the work is published. So please remember that: patent, publish, and prosper. Now, our company, Origin IT Solutions, where I am the advisor, it has got a Synecto, a product developed by Origin, which brings buyer and seller of technology together in one platform. So if you have a technology, a patent, and you can come here to this particular site where you can sell your technology. And there are some IP or e-books which can be downloaded in the Origin IP. See, this is the, please note down if you want, these are the free books on intellectual property rights. IPR e-books, download intellectual property rights. www.origin.com. So you can get free books which gives all the details of the patents, how to file about it. It is free, you can download. So before I conclude, I would like to say intellectual property right is a bridge between Saraswati and Lakshmi. Because Saraswati is knowledge and Lakshmi is money. So intellectual property rights converts Lakshmi into. Yes, sir.
Sir, slide is not changed.
Slide is not there.
Slide is not changed. Last one only it is there. Kindly change it.
Okay, I will change it. Can you see this? Hello? Can you see this?
No, patent publish proposal, same slide is there.
Okay. Sorry. I am very fast taking. One second. Now you can see this.
Wait, sir. Wait.
So, okay, this is okay. We are seeing this.
Change it.
Can
Sir.
I go to
Change.
next slide? Okay. Sorry, I'm very fast. Okay. Now can you see this?
Change it, sir. Change the slide. Change the slide.
Okay. It didn't change, is it?
No, sir. No.
Oh, sorry. This has been added later. Maybe it is not
It
changed.
changes for us. No, sir. It's changing for us.
Okay, sir. Okay. Continue, sir. Continue.
You can see that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. We are able to see the photo of God of Mercy and Legolas Lakshmi also.
Okay. Previous one you didn't see, that's Synecto.
We are able to see.
Okay, now I have put Synecto is one developed by Origin company where we can help people to market their patent. That's what I wanted to tell. The last slide is the Saraswati and Lakshmi. Okay, so this you can see, is it not? No.
Yes, sir. We are able to see.
Okay. See, intellectual property is a bridge between knowledge and money. Okay. See how knowledge can be converted into money using intellectual property rights. This is the last slide, and so I would like to say thank you for your patient hearing. And if you have any questions, you can ask me now, or you can send an email to me. So.
Students have any questions?
See, I have given my email and phone number. I don't know, it is blocked by this. Can you see my email?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, please hide that pop-up, sir.
No, I
Ramur.
stop sharing.
Hide that pop-up.
Stop sharing. I can close it. Now you can see. Can you see the email?
Pratik sir. Pratik sir.
You can see the email. It has gone to the work.
Could you please guide,
Last
sir?
slide Kansatan. I can dictate also. I will tell you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
See,
Please,
here
please.
there is an address. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Please.
One second. Okay, I have put the address here and also my phone number.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಟ್
ನೋಡಿ
ಬಾಕ್ಸ್
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್?
Okay, sir. I will give it in chat box, sir. I will give it in chat box.
Okay. It is murthinatural@gmail.com. murthynatural@gmail.com.
Sir, I have requested Dr. Umesh to share your contact details. He will share.
Sure. Okay. Right. Okay.
Anybody have any questions? Any queries? I think now it is seen by everyone. murthinatural@gmail.com. Students have any question? You can ask. Pratik sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Just a minute, sir. Pratik sir?
Yes, sir.
Not have
Yes, sir.
any
Yes,
doubts,
sir.
can we able to conclude?
Yeah, sir.
Please, sir.
Sir, I think
I have something to ask.
Yes, someone asking, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, in some cases, what happens is there are independent inventions taking place simultaneously.
Okay.
How are they handled, sir, in the research field?
Okay.
Let's say someone in India and someone somewhere else independently invented something.
Yes. See, what happens is, now I will give an example of this vaccine for COVID. This vaccine for COVID, it has been going on in several countries. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, what happens is, whenever the invention is happening in the beginning, unless you file a patent, okay, unless you file, unless you file a patent.
Others
Uh,
kindly mute the mic. Others kindly mute the mic.
hello,
Charging it.
Could you please
hello,
mute the mic? Just a minute, sir. Ramurthy, sir.
hello, hello,
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
hello.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
See, the question is, how do you know some other people are doing in some part of the world of the same invention? That is the question. See, normally, if you want to protect the invention, people have to file the patents. That has been filed in US database, Indian database, and there are so many databases. So what is the research going on in different companies? We can find out from the databases where they are filed. For example, if Reddy Laboratories is doing a vaccine for COVID, they might have filed a patent in US and also India. So if you go to the database, you can find out what is that invention is. That is how it is found out.
Okay.
Anybody have any other questions?
Excuse me, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
What are the process and documents required to file a patent?
Okay. See here, you are a professor or student, sir? Hello? Hello?
Could you please introduce
Hello?
yourself?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. I am from aeronautical engineering, second
Okay,
year
okay,
students.
okay, okay. So you want to know how to protect your invention, okay? That's what you want to know.
What are the
Documents. Hello?
Yes, sir. Ramurthy, sir. Please continue.
Okay. See, what you have to do is, if you have got a particular project, let us say you are doing a project work and you have made something new, you have to write it in a sheet of paper. What is your work and what is the title, what is the abstract, and what the invention is doing, whether it is a new one or it's a continuation of the earlier project. All those things should be written, and this is known as the disclosure. So disclosure document, that is the first thing. Disclosure document gives you summary of what your invention is. Then if you go to a patent attorney, they will help you how to go ahead. And when you are doing the experiments, you have to note down the date, time, and the details of the experiment. And you should have full technical details before you want to file the patent application. Then the patent attorney will help you to draft a patent application, and then it will be filed in the patent office. So the another point you should remember is, patent filing, there are two types of fees. One is Government of India charges certain fees for filing a patent. It may be 5,000 or 10,000 depending upon whether your college is doing or you are doing it. Secondly, the person who is going to draft, he will charge the money. That is called patent attorney fees. So if you want to file a patent in India, approximately you should have at least 50,000 rupees before you start venturing it. So first document is the invention disclosure, which you have to prepare. And all these things has been suggested in the e-books which I have shown. You can download, and all these details are available there. Any other question?
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Rudresh, faculty in aeronautical department.
Okay.
I have one doubt that if I have filed an Indian patent,
Yes.
and the same, for example, I have applied a patent in India for
Yes.
manufacturing one product.
Yes.
If that product is manufacturing in US, can
Yes.
it be legally penalized?
No, no, no. See, the patent protection rights are territorial. Territorial. That means to say, you have filed a patent in India, it is protected in India. Okay. And if you want to protect in US, you should file one more patent application of the same invention to get protection. So your friend can easily copy your invention unless you file a patent in US.
Whether any possibility are there to apply a patent throughout the world at a single
No,
time?
no, I'll tell you. Okay. See, there is nothing like a world patent or a global patent because in each country the patent laws are different. But there is one called PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty, that is comes under WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. There, with a single application, you can file it in different countries. Say, for example, your product, you have made a product, you want to protect it in India, US, UK, Japan. Then you need not file different applications, but if you go through this patent cooperation treaty, with a single application, you can protect it through different countries. But you have to pay the fees in each country to get it examined.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, anybody have any questions? Okay, Pratik sir. Pratik sir.
Yes, sir.
So
I have a doubt. Like, I have a question.
I think
Yeah.
someone have a question.
Tell me.
Yes, sir. I'm Pragat from Aeronautical Department.
Okay.
So, sir, actually, I have an idea, which, for example, it might be used for the government also.
Okay.
So I just have to pay. Like, if there any point to patentize my idea, because doing that, having a prototype model will cost me very, very much.
Okay.
So can I patent the idea, or do I have any like having my own thing?
Okay.
Like,
So let me first let me clarify. Ideas per se cannot be patented. Okay.
yes, sir.
See,
Okay.
ideas should be converted into invention. What is the invention? Your idea should be converted into a product. Okay, product or a device. Okay, or it may be a software. It may be a software, product or a device or a process. For example, if you have find out, if you have an idea about making a coffee in a different way, let us say you have made a capsule which contains milk, decoction, sugar. If you just put that capsule in your hot water, coffee is ready. Let us say this is your invention. Then it is a device, and also it's a process of making coffee. So patents are given to a process or a product, okay, or a software, and softwares are protected by copyright. So idea per se cannot be protected.
So, like any point so that it can be protected, like apart from patenting.
See,
No,
if you
sir.
have
Because the point is, for making a prototype only, it costs much. Because
I understand that.
yes,
See,
sir.
for that, what you have to do is, see, there are certain companies. You can you can approach our company also. See, there, what we help you what to do. See, for example, we will tell you how to make the prototype, and there are certain companies which can help you. If there are some companies to buy your ideas, they will help you to make the prototype also, if it is very
So you
useful.
mean like investors and VCs?
Like startup companies, yes.
Okay.
See, I would, in fact, I would have been happy to come and meet you people, but unfortunately, because of this corona, I am not able to do it. I think meeting the people directly, face to face, gives you more interaction. That is what my thinking is.
Yes, sir. After this pandemic situation, I hope we can conduct one seminar like this with our department.
Sure. See, I will be happy to come to your college and interact with people and professors, so that I can share my knowledge and also learn, and I can identify whether it is yours is an invention or not. Okay. See, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
See, for example, I will suggest one thing for the college. See, your students are doing the project work in final year or fourth year, is it not so? Okay. And some of them may be patented, we don't know. So if if the students make a presentation of their project work, I can tell them it can be patented or not. In that way, we can help you.
Pratik sir?
See, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See here, what I am telling is students are having the project work, okay? And when they make a presentation of the project work, if I am there, I can tell whether this can be patented or not. In that way, it will help the college and also the students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Pratik sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Please. Pratik sir,
Hello.
please go ahead. Conclusion go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. So, good morning, one and all present here. So, I would like to deliver the vote of thanks. So, it is my privilege to be asked to propose the vote of thanks on the special occasion. So, first and foremost, I would like to thank our honorable speaker, Dr. S. Ramurthy sir, for giving a wonderful and a valuable speech on intellectual overview of intellectual property rights for engineers. So we would further like to hear from you, sir, with further interactions. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to thank the management of DSI and our principal, sir, for their uninstable support for this event. I would also like to my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rajesh sir and Dr. Radha Gupta ma'am for their valuable support for this event and making it successful. Next, thanks to all faculty members and non-teaching staffs of both aeronautical and mathematics department for their constant support and guidance, without which the event would have not been possible at all. So last but not the least, I would like to thank the student participants for encouraging or coming into the meeting and making the event successful one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Anand. Thank you.
shall we break?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Thank you, everybody who has arranged this webinar. I was very happy to interact with you people. Thank you.
Ramurthy sir, this is Dr.
Yes.
Harish sir.
Yes, sir.
Just now meeting got over. It is very unfortunate for me because I missed you.